Hello, everyone. There's a new online course now out on X-Progress, and if you just stick around here, I'll show you a little bit how it works with some video examples of it. But first, I'm going to tell you what is actually in the online course. So it's the 2-on-2 system with the different variations of the 2-on-2 system, meaning there's one with like the static center that stays in the middle. We also look at the possibility of having the center be aggressive and push out on both sides to put more pressure in the pockets. We also look at the M-system, where the players line up in the shape of an M or a W, if you like to put it that way. We look at zone entry defense, we look at zone defense, we look at counterattacks, we look at free shot defense. And not only that, what you get is you get commented game film. I think it's over 25 minutes. You get a introduction video to the main concepts, which is over 10 minutes with a PowerPoint style of presentation. You get a PDF summary of 8 pages, and you also get continued support from me, because you can ask me questions while you start working with the system on your team, and I won't let you down. I'll help you out. You can send me video clips, and I'll give you feedback on when you're working with the system. And all of this is included then when you buy the online course, and it works like this, that you get access to the streamed material and you can just stream it how many times you want to and at your own pace. And that's how it works. So there'll be links down here for you to get to the e-commerce site where you can buy it. And if you stick around now, I'll show you some just teasers how it looks. All right. So take care. Have a nice day. Bye. Two is that the pocket between the forward and the D in your system is going to be a main area where you want to limit the opponents, because they will for sure look for this area just because of the graphics of, or the actual visuals of the system, so to speak. So one thing, you can use the center to try to attack the pockets. You can go on one side or you can go on both sides. So this is the thing. So the pocket would be like this area here between the forward and the D. And on the other side, of course, it would be like this area here. And you'll see some teams that will, when passes come along the boards, they will hit with the center. And these teams normally attack a little bit more straight line with these players. If you don't want the ball to end up in the pocket as easily, then of course you could also attack from the boards. This is covered in the PDF where you can look more into it. But there are different versions for sure. So you can see you can use the center to attack and then drop back with a passive side winger if you want to go like this. And you can do this on both sides, or you can do it on one side. And teams that do it on one side tend to look a little bit more like a W or an M, which is one of the known variations that we will cover in this system. You can go with your center if you feel like doing it. Other teams will do a little bit both. So you see this line that is in between here. If your pass would come below this line, then some teams would hit with a D and then drop back with a center. So there are so many versions of this, but attacking the pocket with the center on one or both sides, that's definitely an option for you. Though you will see other teams using the defenders instead and trying to go hard on with them in the pocket and try to come up, like they'll be turned forwards all the time. So when they hit someone with the ball here, they will be open to the play, meaning that they will have a good view of what's happening on the court. And teams that do that, they tend to drop back with their center a little bit, but also drop back with a sleeping side winger a little bit. So I'd say the big advantage here is that you have a player open to the play who's attacking, who has everything in front of him. And the disadvantage, of course, could be that you could allow too much space, like in the corner. But these two ways are the main two ways of trying to handle the pocket, because like you see, there is this opening here in this pocket, which is something you have to take care of. So these would be the two main concepts that we will cover then later on with game film as well. It's going to be a 2-on-1 for the green Thorengruppen team here in the corner against Linköping. But Linköping is not going to be overly concerned. Like, they're not going to send their center, they're not going to send their winger, they're not going to send their D closer than this, though the D obviously waits here if someone would come into the range of this player, but they will let it be a 2-on-1 down here in the corner, saying that you're allowed to be 2-on-1 there, but if we win the ball, we're off to the races. And this is, of course, a strategy that might look weird to the eye in the beginning, because you're allowing the opponents to get a 2-on-1 and get possession down in your own zone. But if you're able to counterattack, you can cash in on really big numerical advantages the other way around.